What's up, everybody? Welcome in to the podcast. What if that was someone's first time ever hearing me?
It probably was.
Was that a good intro?
Try it again. I think you can do better. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of the podcast featuring our good friend Ann Wilson.
There you go.
Yeah, they're big Ann Wilson fans.
Yes.
Yeah, because they're like, we love Ann Wilson.
Right.
Who's this guy?
Right.
Who's this guy with his podcast?
This guy casually introducing himself
and
to
he's
us.
just sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's this guy's deal?
Yeah.
Yeah, show some respect. Put some respect on Ann Wilson's name. We're about to.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Unbelievable episode of the pod.
Dude, she's great.
Also, a guest that we've been trying to get for a long time, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how when people have, there are a lot of, you know, how am I going to say this? How am I going to say this diplomatically? There were a lot of, like, if I could just get to the person and tell them what I need, they would, like, do it in a second. Like, if somebody is, like, comes to me at, like, I see the email, or I'm trying to think of something. If somebody's, like, if I'm in the airport.
Yeah.
We're standing there waiting for the flight, it's delayed, and somebody goes, my mother would be undone if you could. I'm going to turn on my phone and say, hey, Cheryl, what's up? I'm here with your daughter, Jenny. She says Merry Christmas. It would make her life.
Yeah.
You think I would do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
1,000 times out of 1,000.
Right.
But if I get an email, it's like, hey, there's this lady.
If your management gets an email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, it's probably not even getting to me.
Right.
And if it gets to me, it's like, oh, I got to do that thing. It's just like, that's us trying to get Ann Wilson on the pod.
Yeah.
I go, if you, I met her probably like a year ago, and we obviously follow her, but that we've chatted once or twice on DMs about like, hey, you should come on the pod, or I'll at the we tagged each other in a photo, I think. Then I'm like, yeah, if we got her in here, she'd be like, yeah, dude, we of course would love to do the pod. Everybody's also touring a bunch.
Yes.
It goes to management. Management has to filter it through the opportunities we're going to present to them. So everybody we've gotten in here has been like, I've heard feedback from everybody. They go, they loved it. They had the best time ever.
Yeah.
It was so loose and fun and engaging. I was like, yeah, that's what a podcast is. Yeah, that was her.
She gets it.
Yeah, she came in firing.
She gets it. She brought some good, like, some Gen Z perspective to us, too, which was nice.
Oh, at the end. Yeah.
That was good.
With the dating?
With the dating stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with the dating stuff at the end. And then, the guys, single men and single women, listen up.
Yeah, big call to action for both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not an ad read, by the way.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not an ad read. It should be.
It could be.
It could be.
Definitely.
For Ann Wilson's dating.
Yeah, her singles nights. Yeah.
Ann Wilson's Singles Night.
Yep.
This week's episode brought to you by Ann Wilson's Singles Nights.
Yeah.
What? What is that? Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. You'll find out.
Stay tuned to the end.
Yep.
There is a call to action at the end.
Yep.
Should we? Ann obviously not here. We're filming this
Right.
when Ann's not here.
Right.
We've already done the podcast. Should we? This is a bad idea, probably.
Okay.
If a guy or a girl wants to go
To
the
Ann
singles
Wilson
night,
Singles Nights,
yeah, should they email in?
To us?
Yeah.
And we could probably screen for Ann.
And we'll send one along.
Okay.
I'll agree to that.
Okay.
I'll agree to send a guy and a girl. Just say I go. You have to watch
60-second
podcast.
video application?
You can do it. Should it be video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Has to be.
We
For obvious
each
reasons.
select one contestant.
Oh, I like that. And we can
each
see
get to
who,
pick
yeah.
one.
Ann Wilson has not authorized this, by the way.
Yeah, we haven't discussed this with Ann.
She did not say.
So we'll have
At the end
people
of the
send
episode,
in.
she says she has these date nights. Dating. It's like a dating. Not for her. Not for Ann, by the way.
No.
I mean, she's there.
She's there.
Is she? Can you?
We
date
didn't
her?
really get into her dating stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that she hosts these dating nights at her house.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of
I don't know about at her house, but she hosts them for sure.
guys and girls are there. 'Cause
Yeah.
she's like, there's no good Christian guys. There's no good Christian girls. Yeah. So we'll open it up.
We can each get a pick,
Yeah. Draft.
and we'll send
send
them
them-
on their way. We could coach them up.
To their team, we're not guaranteeing you can go. It's not our thing.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll see-
Submission application does not guarantee acceptance.
Yeah.
We'll see what kind of if we get somebody, we will promise to send
Yeah.
to Ann's team.
60 seconds is too long. Let's do 30.
What are we looking for?
We'll get what we need.
What are we looking for?
That's up to you.
Whatever you think.
That's part of the process. It's part of the vetting process.
We'll have
Do you know?
We'll have ChatGPT select our drafting order.
Yeah.
Okay.
And listen, now we have to say if we sign off on you, you go over to Ann Wilson date nights and you screw it up.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is a lot of pressure for us.
The net positive stamp of
if you
approval.
come out there, it's
Yeah.
a different episode. I can't make that joke.
Yeah, because she goes, oh, we got a high draft pick. This guy's highly recommended. This guy or girl or both
Yeah.
recommended from Net Positive.
Yeah, right.
And it's in Nashville.
Yeah.
they got to fly here if they want to go to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. What a dumb game.
Not authorized at all. This week's episode brought to you by me on the road as a comedian.
For sure.
See. I'm about to go to Texas. Yep, about to go to Texas this weekend.
I'm about to go to Texas. Trying to get the times.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what I'm about to do. Yeah,
Yes.
because I'm off this weekend. Yep,
Yes.
Abilene, San Antonio, Tyler, Austin. This weekend, I believe Tyler and San Antonio are sold out. I believe Austin getting close. Weekend after that, but before Christmas in December, going to Phoenix, 2 shows. Santa Rosa, Reading, South Bend, Pittsburgh, and Buffalo, New York to end. I talked to my agent. They goes, when do you want to go to Buffalo? I said, December.
Yeah.
Send me to Buffalo.
Just
December,
right after a
please.
storm would be ideal.
Yeah. Starting off 2026, we go into Joliet, Illinois, Effingham, Nashville, Tennessee, almost sold out. Springfield, Missouri, Louisville, Kentucky, Ithaca, Reading, Glenside, Pennsylvania, New York City, almost sold out. Jacksonville, Mississippi, almost sold out. Jacksonville, Michigan, sorry, not Mississippi. Rockford, Illinois, Cedar Rapids, Columbia, Fayetteville, Arkansas, sold out, added a second show. Little Rock, Arkansas, Stockton, Anaheim, Thousand Oaks, about to add a second show. Tucson, Houston, almost sold out. Fort Worth, almost sold out. Amarillo, Wilmington, Evans, Georgia, Durham, Jacksonville, Asheville, Columbia, Mobile, Florence, and ending the tour in June in Atlanta, Georgia. This week's episode brought to you by the good people at Alex Will Decide. Rocket Money is where the good people are, and they've been on it.
Yeah.
You might think you have a solid handle on your budget. Maybe your spreadsheet says you should have an extra $1,000 left over for each month. But if your bank account isn't reflecting that, something's off. This is speaking my language. Money. Rocket Money helps you track every dollar, uncover hidden spending, and take control of your finances. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Rocket Money has users over 2.5 billion. Saved users over 2.5 billion, including over 880 million in canceled subscriptions alone. There are 10 million members save up to $740 a year when they use all the app's premium features. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/netpositive today. That's rocketmoney.com/netpositive. rocketmoney.com/netpositive. And listen, when you're going to go to Ann Wilson's date nights, you're going to need to show some financial, you don't have to be rich.
No.
Be rich in Christ.
Yes.
But some financial responsibility.
Yes. Well said.
So you pull out you pull out what apps that you don't want to see. Reddit. As an immature man. Snapchat, immature man. You pull out your phone, you got Rocket Money, you got the Bible app, you got your health and fitness. The girls think, this guy has it.
Yep.
Should we throw to the episode?
Yeah, throw it.
I like this episode of the pod a ton, man. She was fun. I like when people get loose right up front.
Yes.
And we were talking about the band.
Yes.
And the band and like wearing the cowboy hats.
Yeah.
It's funny, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it was great.
She's fun.
Yeah, fun. Good conversation all the way in. Got serious as always.
Of course.
As always, maybe the middle toward the end.
Yeah.
Unbelievable conversation. And I will say, we do miss the female perspective in here.
Yeah.
We'd be chirping off on some stuff and then we go, oh.
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
I think we've been better of late, getting
we've been better.
some girlies in here to let us know, kind of like, hey, guys, let me check you on that real quick. And I think we all go,
no, I think we go,
yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Oh, we go, huh? And I think I should say this, youngest guest we ever had? 23?
Yeah, I think so.
We've never heard younger than that.
I think so.
I would say the youngest guest we ever had. I would say age-wise, it was also a different perspective. In terms of things that I maybe thought, that's, especially about the internet.
Yeah.
You got to talk about internet. And I was like, oh.
Yep.
She's like, we are. I go, oh. I feel like I'm maybe in the middle of it between like that generation and then my parents' generation.
Yeah.
That I could kind of see both sides, but it was great to hear. Great to hear. Let this episode wash over you on the way to, where are they?
Probably on their way to like work.
Lowe's, maybe?
The gym.
I would say maybe on the way to the gym.
I like the comments, by the way, on the YouTube where people are like, gosh, I'm glad I wasn't in the middle of a set when John said XYZ because I burst out laughing. Like, because they're at the gym and they're like, if I was benching during this, like that would have, I would have absolutely died.
Well, you're gonna have a couple, or you're gonna have a couple in these episodes.
There are some
Ladies
pops.
and gentlemen, welcome to the Net Positive Podcast, Miss Ann Wilson. We're fired up, ladies and gentlemen. We do a big intro before you come in here.
Amazing.
And then, ladies and gentlemen, Ann Wilson's in the house, everybody. In the house. Grammy nominated. Let's see, Platinum, Dove Awards, Kayla Fan Awards.
Yep.
Yeah. Touring, all the same places I tour.
Yeah.
What did I see? 1 billion streams or something like that? Is that right?
A couple billion now.
Okay.
Crazy.
All right. Yeah. Easy. Yeah. Couple billion. 20. How old are you?
23.
Let's go. Love to see it. Love to see it. Wait, I feel like every time I go somewhere on tour, you're there.
I know.
We do the same places.
We literally do the exact same venues.
Yeah, we
it's
probably
hilarious.
the same manager. Yeah.
Yeah.
Either you would just come from the place I'm going, or you're coming there next week.
Yeah, literally.
In the advertisements, it's like a
Yeah.
Fiddler on the Roof coming to Christmas, and then
Yeah.
Ann Wilson is I'm like, oh, yeah. And it's like sold out, and it's like next year. Yeah. Let's go.
Thanks for having me.
I love it.
I'm a huge fan of you.
Are you?
I love all that you do.
Well, we
and
started-
my mom is like,
Yeah, we started on rocky footing, me and you,
yeah.
because we saw each other backstage somewhere.
Yeah.
At the-
Was it at the Opry? Remember, my mom was literally freaking out.
Yes.
Yes,
Your
she
mom
loves you so much.
But do you remember what she said?
No, I don't. Oh, yes. She said you were going to open for me.
Yeah, she goes. She would. My daughter would love to have you open for her.
Yeah.
Which I was honored. I go, well, okay. Well, that's interesting.
Mom.
I love that you love your daughter. Yeah. I go, well, we'll have to work on the lineup. Yeah, we might be able
And
to
then
do
she
it.
like stopped herself. She was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't.
I don't
mean
care.
to."
I thought it was funny, dude. Yeah.
She's-
What were we on? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Was it
Why
Jelly
were
Roll
we at
show
the
or something
Opry
like that?
together?
I have no idea.
I don't remember. Anyway,
It must have been something. They did. Wait. When did you do Winter Jam?
I've done it twice.
You have?
Yeah, I did it this year, earlier
Man,
this year.
I think. Wait, you just did it.
Yeah, this year, like
Okay,
January.
you've
through
already done
March.
it twice.
Yeah,
Dang, twice.
it's a long tour.
long tour. I did it in 2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I still. Everywhere I go, I'd say I tour like Winter Jam markets.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were like, yeah, we're not going to Boston.
No.
I'm going to Greenville.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to sell 1,000 tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah. All those people still come to my meet and greet now. And they'll be like, we saw you in Winter Jam.
Oh.
How long was your set?
This year was 30 minutes. We finally
long?
got to the 30 mark, I think.
How long was the first one?
21 minutes.
Yeah.
What
See,
did
you
you
want to
get?
be, I was like 12.
Oh, okay.
But I'm a comedian also. Yeah.
Yes, it's different. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Just like not as,
She's
not
like, just
as
like,
up
not
in the lineup.
Well, yeah, it's a little different. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like, where are you, second to the closer?
I headlined this year with Skillet. Ann Wilson and Skillet.
nice.
Yeah.
So different.
That's like me and you.
Yeah.
You were like, well, what? Yeah. It's like a Christian music festival. You're like, what's the theme of this? You're like, Christian. It's not rap.
Yeah.
There is rap. There's also metal.
Yeah, it's
And
crazy.
then worship music.
Yeah.
And then kind of like just country. There's everything.
Yeah. It's
And
all
you.
different things in it.
And me.
And you just telling jokes.
Yeah.
Who was on your bus?
I had my own bus this year. So it
Nice.
was like me and my band and crew,
Yeah.
you know.
How many you got?
I got 5 band members. I love them so much.
For the
They're
band.
so
Yeah.
We'll
cute.
give
Shout
it
out
up for
for
the
the
band.
band, dude.
Love
Shout
the
out for the
band.
band.
Need the band.
I dress them up as cowboys.
Well, okay,
All
sorry,
right, well,
sorry.
so we take it back. Sorry.
Sorry
Yeah.
for the band. All right, never mind.
I make them wear costumes.
You do?
No, for real. Like,
They like
they're the
it.
farthest thing from a cowboy you could
Let's bring the band in here next week. We're like, hey, how do you
Yeah.
feel about being
get.
dressed
Yeah, y'all
up?
should.
Yeah. And it's like, they love it. They like obsessed with it. They want to wear Spurs. I go, I don't think the band does. Do they have to make them wear outfits?
Yeah, it's so funny because I mean, gosh, they're just not built for that. So we have to like tailor their pants in a certain way to like get them.
Oh, we're like physically built.
Yeah, like,
They're built different in the worst way.
Yeah, they're not like we have to have a tailor.
Yeah.
For a
well,
couple.
it's like, so my sister, you know my sister styles me. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Okay, well, whatever, she styles me. And so, you know, cowboy jeans are like boot cut jeans.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So most guys in Nashville don't like to wear boot cut jeans. We're more in the skinny jeans.
Oh, sure, but you can't have a boot under that.
Exactly. So we have to tailor them to kind of make them fit tighter because they don't like the boot cut.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Now, this is a lot, I feel like, for the bass player. Usually you go to the show in the bass. What's the Christian band that they have costumes? Not that's disrespectful. They dress up the same.
Oh, Kane.
They all have like look up this
Like the
band
colors.
Kane. Is it CANE?
CAIN.
CAIN. They all have like all. This is what your band looks like.
No, they're like.
Look at go to images.
Yeah.
They're all dressed in like that's not them. Type in Kane Christian.
No, that's them.
them?
This is
Right
Cain and
there.
Abel. That's Cain and Abel.
Is that them?
It actually is.
No, it's Cain. Yeah.
No, that's them.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
them. Yeah. that must have been their like rustic because they have like a lot of
They all do
themes.
like matching colors, like that one right there with the patchwork on the vest.
Yeah, that's
Like
what
that
I'm talking about. Yeah.
No, so now
That's your band.
look up Ann Wilson band. Let me show you.
Band
This,
Wilson.
yeah, and the band is like
I'm always so curious. Look what popped up.
what?
I think it's so funny. Do you ever search your name and see what pops up? Or
Not
all
my
the
own
time?
name, but yeah, what popped
You
up?
don't?
Go backspace. Type in Man Wilson. What popped up?
Wait, why is it not pulling up my band?
Yeah, the Ann Wilson.
There
band.
we
There
go.
you go. Oh, look at these guys.
Look how cute they are.
Yeah.
That's my older band. That's not
Now-
a more recent. Click that one right up there. That one. Yep. Nope.
That's a good looking
Yep.
squad.
That's them. -1. We added another one last year.
Well, see, you know how
Yeah, they're
like
so cute.
you know how like on Monday and Tuesday, like all industry people that are like touring on the weekends, they all go to like Red Door. Okay, I don't drink anymore, but all the band and the crew would always go to Red Door.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know them. These guys show up to Red Door. Their buddies are like, dude, what's going on with the Ann Wilson outfits? He's like, yeah, dude, she made me wear a cowboy hat. Or do they already think they're proud of it?
They've gotten to the point where they're proud. It's really precious. Okay, do you see
They've
that
gotten
one?
to the point.
Yeah, they've gotten to the point. Yeah.
Do you see the one to the right of me?
Yep.
That's Chris,
Okay.
and one without the hat, and he's literally like the farthest thing from a cowboy.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he
yeah.
refused to wear a cowboy hat for the
Could
first
have
2
been.
years.
Hey, really?
And
You've worn him down?
now he called me like a few months ago, and he's like, "Ann, I really need a cowboy hat. I want to be like, I want to step into this."
Yeah, I like that.
And
God's
I was like,
calling.
all right. So
Step
now
into
they're
God's calling.
proud now.
Yeah.
And then he said, "I'd like a raise as
Yeah,
well." By the way,
yeah. Then he went to Rustler, and it was $800 for a cowboy hat. Yeah.
He got a custom hat.
they're
His
expensive.
friend made one for
Really?
him. Yeah.
They're so
Yeah, it was
expensive.
freaking expensive.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
Rustler, a cowboy hat. We got one for a vacation. It was like because my fiance was like, we're going to like a dude ranch. We need cowboy hats. It's like a date night go. They're like, let's go make custom hats. And I was like, well, I'll take that one. And they're like, well, what do you want on the thing? And then what do you want? And then it was like, how's this hat $1,000?
It's crazy.
Yeah. Or you can get one at like Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those
But
are
we
good
don't
hats,
we
though.
don't do that though.
Now your sister said, "Hey, cut this part out. We do not have
Yeah.
anybody shopping at Buc-ee's." Well, that's good. Yeah, everybody was on for Winter Jam.
Yeah. It's so
It's
fun.
every weekend for 3 months, Alex. That's what it was, right? Except
Yeah.
Easter. Easter, we don't tour on Easter.
Yeah, we don't. No, we don't.
No, absolutely not.
No.
After Christmas.
that's
Yeah.
fully loaded though.
Yeah.
Good schedule.
No, it was crazy. It was a lot.
Do you enjoy the road?
I do. But, you know this.
Don't put me in the
road
Answer
takes
him.
so much out of you.
Yeah, it does.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it can just be exhausting. And like waking up in a new city every day, there's so much fun to it.
Yeah.
But then there's also like moments where it's just like, okay, I want to be at home. I want to have, it's hard to live life on the road and then have a full life at home
Yeah.
and manage both
That's a good
because
way
it's
to
two
say it.
separate worlds.
Do you like to explore when you're on the road? Do you have time to do that, or are you just kind of like a nap on the bus person?
Oh, I don't nap on the bus,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll go to like a cute coffee shop
Cool.
Yeah.
and
that's
a
it,
local
yeah.
Mexican restaurant every
Coffee
single
and
day.
Mexican.
Yeah.
When it wasn't like 4?
No, like lunch.
Oh, lunch Mexican?
Yeah. I eat Mexican
I don't
every
think
day of my life.
I think they were even open.
You eat Mexican every day of your life?
Yeah.
You're
Like, I'm not
brave,
joking
dude.
you.
Yeah, you got a good stomach. Good for you.
Should we
Like, I'm like, yeah.
And who looks it up? I feel like on Winter Jam they would have a list of like, here's
Yeah.
the coffee shops.
Well, they had,
The approved vendors.
yeah, because we're all it's Christian. They're like, you guys need to go to get coffee, and then that's it. No more. No more exploring around the town.
No room
No.
for exploring. I'm not doing that.
Guess how much? This is not. This is a podcast asking you questions, but I don't think this would be private information.
Let's find
Guess
out.
how much I got paid per night the first winter jam.
I don't know. Okay, let me
Yes.
think. 6,000 a night.
No.
10?
Less.
Oh, 2.
Less.
1?
Yes.
You're joking.
I'm dead serious.
You're joking.
$1,000 per night
When was this?
in 2018.
Nice, dude. Yeah, clap it up for
Hey,
1,000 a
dude,
night in
it's working hard,
2018. Solid.
That's not a lot.
I was going to say, yeah.
I was losing money.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Did you bring anyone with you?
No, I couldn't afford it. Oh, I had one guy. Yeah, I had one guy.
Did you dress him as a cowboy?
No, he wasn't on stage, but he was.
There you go.
I think I was paying him like $600 a night.
Of your 1,000?
Yeah.
Yes.
He got paid more than me, dude. And I was
That's how it
performing.
goes?
Yeah, that's how it goes.
That's how it goes
Yeah.
in this industry.
I mean, it was like, how many dates is it? Like 30.
Ours was 38.
38.
It's crazy.
And you like wake up in like a loading dock.
Literally. Is that not like the worst part about doing it?
It's tough.
It's
tough.
There's
Yeah.
nothing like happy about that or joyful
No.
about that. You wake
yeah,
up, you walk outside and there's a ton of
Happy about-
strangers.
yeah, I think that's in the Bible. There's nothing happy about a loading dock in
there's not.
Wichita.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's depressing, to be honest.
Is it? Let me think if I was depressed. Yeah, I was depressed. Yeah. I remember this is embarrassing. I mean, it's not. All right, okay, there was somebody on our bus. I'm not going to say their gender or I'm going to say who they worked for, but they were so sad that they were eating because you can't drink. Can you drink? Can you drink? You don't know.
You can. They drink on Winter Jam. Maybe I'm not supposed to say.
Whoa! No, I think it's while you're moving. That was the rule when we were going. Once you're moving, once the bus is moving, you can start drinking.
You can start drinking once you're moving.
I think so. I could be that.
That's changed.
They loosened up over there.
Yeah, loosened up, especially on that crew bus.
You could drive. Yeah, the crew bus.
know?
There's no rules on the crew bus.
No.
Get these
They
cowboy
do
hats
whatever they
off.
want.
Give me a
get
drink,
this
bro.
cowboy hat off. Yeah, I think the girl was she was like she was eating cookie dough.
I'm not going to say your name.
Oh shoot, I did. Yeah, because you can't drink.
Yeah.
And she was like sad by being on the tour.
Cookie dough
yeah,
will pull you
no,
out
it
of a funk.
takes a lot out of you.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You dive into a full tube of cookie dough.
Yeah.
Yeah, she went
Well,
out-
you got
yeah,
nothing
yeah.
else to do.
For sure.
And then you're starving and it's 5 degrees outside.
yeah.
You're in the dead of winter.
Oh yeah, you can't
And
go
you're
anywhere.
starving and there's like, what else do? You just snack on the bus.
Yeah, yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
know?
I wonder if people got heavier.
Yeah, probably.
the
Yeah.
Because
Winter
people were like,
hand tour.
remember, because Carrie Job was on mine, she like brought a Peloton. I was like, this is the richest person I've ever seen. I was like, what?
Wait, Carrie Job did Winter Jam?
Yeah.
I don't remember
Back in
that.
2018. It was me, her, KB.
I feel like I went to a Winter Jam, the one with Matthew West and Lauren Daigle.
Okay,
You were
that
not
was
on
not
that
on that
one.
one.
Okay.
No, I was not on that one. Yeah.
Wow, I can't
Winter
believe I
Jam.
missed you on
Winter
this.
Jam 2018. Did you do, this is insider, but did you do a meet and greet?
Yeah.
Come up to the table?
Oh yeah, I signed the first year.
There
and
it
then
is, Building
this year,
429. Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
I did.
Not all those people are not on that.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say Lauren Daigle.
Why am I comedian in parentheses?
Last.
Yeah. what's up? Comedian.
That explains where all the money went, though.
Yeah.
It's all up here. That makes
Well, the
a
money
lot of
went
sense.
elsewhere.
KB
I didn't have
was
any-
on mine.
Yeah, he was on mine too. Yeah.
He's awesome.
Yeah, KB's
He's
great.
a great guy.
Yeah. No, because I would always go up to do like the signing everything, and because we were going to ask you this, what I was like very new. I mean, I was performing, but I was new to like people looking up to me. At that time, do you feel like that? And they come to you and you're like, "You saved my life," and you're like, "I don't.
Oh no, it's a weird.
I'm
it's
eating
a
Mexican for
strange-
lunch. I don't. Shouldn't be listening to me."
Again.
Does that my
Yeah.
question make sense though?
Yeah, no. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's so hard to wrap your head around. But yeah, I was 21 on that first tour.
Yeah.
And I was sitting behind like a table and signing, and people like telling me literally like, "You saved my life," or
Yeah.
"I heard your song and I decided to not take my life."
Yep.
or I've been struggling with depression, anxiety, like whatever it is. And it's so sweet. Like I'm so grateful for those things. But it took me a couple years in the beginning of my career to be able to like wrap my head around that and just be like, okay, I'm literally only 21, and just knowing like how much God had used my music just blew my mind, and took me a while to kind of. But I don't let myself think about those things, you know?
Yeah.
I just kind of like soak them in, and then I'm like, okay, God, like I'm doing this for you, so just take it all back.
Whatever
like,
this is. Yeah, because good, I feel like good or bad. Like if we got a bunch of like fan mail and it's like, they were like, why don't you? I go, whatever this says, I shouldn't internalize. I could be like honored that somebody, but like if it's like you're the best or you're the worst, whatever is in this letter needs to be not a priority if I'm going to be an artist. Would that be fair to say? Or whatever they say, we're like, all right, it's like a.
There's a saying that is if you live for the cheers, you'll die by the booze.
Dang.
So it's like either way, you shouldn't really let those hold too much weight in your life.
They just are. They just, so people can come up and say, and you should. I think you should hold to your point. You should hold. I'm honored. That you felt that because of my music, or I think it's a lot of times you're like, oh, I'm just an idiot. I don't know. I don't think that's the right response either. I just.
Yeah, no.
I'm just a random musician. You should say thank you, because I would like to. If I went up to somebody else that I'm a fan of theirs, I wouldn't want them to be like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like we've put in a lot of work to get where we are, so it's like you don't want to like dishonor that part of it.
Yeah.
But then it's also like, you just can't let it get to your head. And I feel like for me, it's just a constant reminder of like, okay, God, like you're the one that led me to where I'm at. So just it's your glory anyway. Because I mean that can be so easy. You know this, like the cheers of people and the applaud and the attention. It's like a high, adrenaline high, and then you get off stage and you go back to your normal life, and it's like so different. And so I've like started to like love my normal life and like make that a priority over those moments on stage, you know, and those highs to kind of keep me grounded and like, okay, that's a part of my life, but those are momentary things.
But it is. Don't you think it's hard to like, what are the ticket sales though? But you know, I was like, so this one isn't.
I'm always calling Maggie. Sense? I'm like, Maggie.
Yeah, like you don't want to. Like I understand what you're like. I want it. This is all for God, and God led me. This is part of His calling. But like, also, it's not sold out.
I know.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But because it's also a business, you know.
Yeah.
And you work so hard, and you're like, all right, like, it's a weird thing being in like the Christian business situation.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
But what I'll say is when I go on stage, that's when my business brain turns off.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm pouring out my heart. I'm, singing these songs that I'm passionate about, like sharing the gospel. And those are like, that's the ministry part to me.
Sure.
And then all the stuff like behind the scenes in Nashville and all the phone calls and meetings I have to do. I
want to know about business. I imagine like a boardroom and Wilson, enough is enough. Look at these spreadsheets. This budget is unacceptable.
Everyone's in cowboy outfits still.
Yeah.
Just pounding the table.
Pretty accurate.
Yep.
I get mad.
You do?
Yeah, I have an attitude. I'm like,
good.
You
have
not
to
gonna work.
No, it's not going to work. What you mean?
Yeah.
I'm calling people, hey, this is not going to work.
Yeah.
All the time. I wonder if everybody's like that.
Surely.
Anyone
you have
that's
to be
like
to be a
successful,
CEO.
That's like, yeah.
You know?
But would you say like, hey, tuck in your shirt or something like that to somebody in the band or something like that?
Yeah.
What if someone screws up? A cue or something?
Like me?
No, you would never mess anything up, obviously.
No, never.
Yeah. If someone in the band or the crew or the bus driver or something.
Oh, I don't have a lot of patience for that. Like if it's like a big mess up, they're gone.
Me neither, dude. Me neither.
No, like
what
if
are you
it's
doing?
the driver situation, like my life is in your hands. I'm not putting up with that.
Yeah.
So it's like we're moving on. I'll be like, Maggie, they gotta go.
Oh, you're not doing the firing yourself?
Oh, Lord, no.
Nice.
I don't do that. She does that.
Yeah, they gotta go.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, I think we came up in the front cabin of the bus, right? Is where the driver, there's a door there. He's in his own kind of section up there.
Yeah.
There's however many people on our bus, 8. I open up the door to leave in the morning. There's like, I've talked about this before. There's like sunflower seeds, Red Bull, nicotine. I go, Mountain Dew. I was like, all these things that you're trying to keep awake?
Yeah.
There's 9 people back here.
I know.
How
It's
is this your
terrifying.
plan?
It's terrifying.
To stay awake.
I know.
It's terrifying.
It's so scary. Especially the drivers that don't sleep a lot during the day.
Yeah, be asleep.
Like we had one driver that would be like up at like 3 p.m. ready to go. And I'm like, you slept for 2 hours. Like my life is in your hands.
Maggie.
This is not going to work. Yeah, we did. They're not here anymore.
All right, I think you might be more cutthroat than me.
Yeah, the excitement in your voice is kind of nuts. Yeah.
No, but this is the good animals. This is I think but I think everybody.
But I'm a CEO of a business at the end of the day. It's like,
Man, I love it.
And you know
I
what?
love it.
Here's what I always think about.
Yeah.
I don't even think about myself in these situations. I think about the husbands and the fathers that are in that bus with me and all
Yeah.
my band who are all married with kids.
Yeah.
Like, what if something happened to them? And and it was my responsibility to have a good driver driving them. I would never forgive myself. So
At the end of the day, anything that happens out there
it's on me.
is on you.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel that way sometimes when there's there's like pockets of bad sound in the and they're like we couldn't hear, and I go, I feel like I'm so mad because all the meet and greet was like, this is our only date night of the year. We never go out. We got a babysitter, and it breaks my heart if somebody came, if they loved you, they listened to all of your music, and they showed up and like something that might be out of your control, like the seats or the bar was. Do you have a bar or no?
No.
Okay, well, there's no. Obviously, yeah. Sorry, I didn't.
She
mean to
said
ask
that with like an above.
Cut that out.
reproach tone.
Yeah, she's like,
Well, I
no,
didn't-
John, we
John
don't
is
drink at our
Fired.
show. Yeah.
Maggie, get him.
Get him, Maggie.
I feel like that was the tone she uses with her employees.
Yeah,
No, do it
no.
again. Listen, I'm gonna ask you again. Do it the same.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you guys drink at your shows?
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we play the same venues. So you just say the bar is shut down.
Right. To the public. Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, Maggie.
If it weren't open, then you would have to like spend money.
Oh yeah.
Close down the bars because that's how venues make money.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
yeah.
that's
She's
good to
saying
know.
the bar. Yeah.
We don't drink on tour with my team.
Yeah. Okay.
We're
yeah,
a
sure,
drug
sure.
tour.
Yeah.
And we do that for just
I swear the band is
Good
going to be
reasons.
in here, all 6 of them, next podcast.
honestly that would be hilarious.
Yeah, everybody's got rules. We got rules too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are some of your rules?
Well, there was a there was a comic.
Yeah,
One
John.
of the other
What are
comics
some of your
Go on.
had women on the bus,
Oh
and I go,
no.
I go, dude, just let me know if they're like your cousins, or he said it was their cousins. Probably not, for sure not. Now that I hear it back, I had to drink, John. I had to because I have allergies. Oh, okay. No, and I just walked on the bus, and there was like 2 girls on the bus.
Oh.
And I was like,
Yeah, we don't.
yeah, you just got to tell. I can't just be coming out. This is my home.
Yeah.
Yeah, and clean your
That's
stuff
such
up.
a depressing life.
Yeah.
Sorry, but it is.
What?
The whole thing of like bringing strangers on the bus every night.
Yeah.
I've seen so much of that, and I'm just like, that's so
Where
unfulfilling.
have you seen so much of that?
Well, I mean,
Oh, and other tours.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
not my
yeah,
tour.
Yeah. See,
Not mine.
same energy. Just
But
not my tour.
But others, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been in the country industry. I've
Yeah,
seen lots and
yeah.
lots. You know,
Yeah, that's not the way to live.
no,
Yeah.
it's very unfulfilling.
Yeah.
It's also strangers. I'm like,
Yeah, strange. But it's out. Don't you feel like? I feel like I've done both. You'll go to either like depression, and if that doesn't lead you to like substance abuse or addiction, or like vegan workout every day. If you go on the road, you will eventually go in one of those ways.
100%.
You think
Those
so?
are the 2 types
Yeah.
of people on the road. You're saying
You don't just be
Yeah.
the same person.
No,
you
I
are.
totally agree with that.
You go. We're up.
you change.
Yeah.
Every time I get off of a tour, I'm a completely different person than when I started the tour. Night and day different. And then I lose myself in a tour. That sounds so sad, but I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Because you're just, you're on the bus specifically something like Winter Jam when you're gone for 3 months. You come back home and you're like, wait, I've been gone for 3 months. Like, okay, like I got to get back to my normal life.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's true. You'll either like end up eating like the worst foods, or you'll be like working out every single
Well,
day.
it's like such a. I mean, anybody that doesn't tour is not going to relate to this in any possible way.
I know.
But they're
It's
like,
such
you're like trying to survive.
You're literally trying to survive.
But then everybody can like do it for the. But the night is so fun.
Yeah, the evening
the
part's
time
so
is
fun.
awesome. So you're
Yeah.
like, yeah. I feel like when somebody's like, hey, they were out on the tour, I go, hey, I don't know what. Yeah, it's tough out there.
Yeah.
But the show is unbelievable. When are you going back
amazing.
out? You're out on the road now?
We're finishing up the Stars tour.
Yeah.
And then we're doing a Christmas tour, which is going to be so
Yes.
fun.
Yes.
So, and then we're touring a lot next year.
You are? Yeah. Oh, we out.
What about you?
We're out this weekend, and then we're going, we usually stay off in the December, January, and then we do a spring and a fall.
Okay.
And then we're
fun.
off for the summer.
Y'all go?
Nope. Stay at home with my wife where it's
Why you
safe.
got to bring that up?
Well, because look, they
Just
don't have to
joking.
go.
Yeah.
They get out of
Oh,
it.
to the show? Yeah, they don't
She's
have
like, you
to.
should
Y'all
fire
keep
them.
that stuff to yourself. Y'all can have that.
I know.
The live
It
tour?
always cracks me up. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, the people that don't have to go out on the road.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah.
so happy
but
for
it
you.
is, it is fun. Yeah, fun.
No, it's so
awesome.
fun.
Yeah.
It's almost like if you could fast forward to the show every night. and
Yeah.
skip those boring hours in the day, the loading
Yeah.
dock and that whole thing, and just wake up
Well,
in
other
like
people do
a
that.
nice
You don't do
hotel
that.
and like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. You don't do that.
Like wake up in a cute hotel and stuff.
Yeah.
It'd be fine.
Yeah. Now, don't you feel like if you do go out on tour, you've been on tours that aren't doing support that aren't Christian? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because were you on Russell Dickerson's and Morgan's?
No, Scotty McCreery.
Scotty McCreery,
And then
yeah,
I opened
dude.
up for Morgan this summer. Morgan
Yeah.
Wallen.
I thought you were on another one.
I don't think so.
Somebody, maybe you did some one-offs. With
Yeah, I've done like random
Okay,
one-offs
yeah,
with
yeah,
different artists. Yeah.
What's a Morgan tour like?
It was so fun. Oh my gosh, a stadium.
Yeah.
65,000 people.
That's
An
a lot.
incredible
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
His production is it's insane.
You gotta get
It's
some pyro.
Just amazing. I know. Have you seen his show recently? It's incredible.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
So incredible.
Wait, is there? You had to use his stage though, but you can't use all of his stuff.
No.
Yeah. Wait, but do you change your songs?
No. I do the same set that I would do at a Christian show.
You do?
I do.
Don't
Like
lie.
actually.
You're like, hey, do you pray in between songs or anything like that?
No, but we do share the gospel.
You do?
Yeah,
Man, that's unbelievable.
I do.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like mine, like I open, if I did with like Theo or something like that,
Oh.
I'm looking through my set list. I change mine.
Oh.
Again, the tone.
You
You
would?
know? Do you feel that?
Wait,
She's
what?
like, you're right.
She goes, I'm the
would
same
you
person
change it
everywhere. I go,
to?
change mine. She goes, oh, I didn't.
Would you just make it like more like?
Well, if I was like, I'm not going to do this joke about the Old Testament, like that, I don't think any of them know about that.
Yeah.
So I'm not like swearing or like being like
Yeah, for
wild.
sure,
But
yeah.
I looked at my set list. I go, well, that Children of Israel joke's not going to work. I mean, I don't have that joke, but yeah, I would switch it because whatever the crowd. But I'll switch my show this weekend because we're going out to like Tacoma.
Yeah, that makes
And
so much
Spokane.
sense because
Or-
that's just what you do.
I switch it
like,
on Winter Jam about every
Yeah.
night.
That's also an easier switch for you, probably.
Yeah.
She'd have to coordinate.
We'd have to
everything.
redo our entire set and
Yeah.
tracks and all
Yeah,
that
but I feel
kind
like,
of stuff.
but what do you think? What do you think of most of like Scotty McCreery or like Morgan? You were like, I feel like those people know all the stuff,
Yeah.
all the Christian in general. They know that it's not a foreign concept.
No,
The country and
country
Christian.
like have a very similar audience and like values. Like God is one of the core values of country music. It has been, since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
So, but I do think that the audiences are different in slight ways. They want to have more fun.
Yeah.
Christian audiences aren't ready to party as much.
Well, you don't allow alcohol, so maybe try that. No.
Revolutionizing
Wait, so
music.
you've never been at a show and seen somebody drinking?
No, of course I have.
No, at your show.
No, like me
They
and
would
my
probably be
team
scared.
were a dry tour.
No, not on the.
What are you saying?
In the
The
audience.
fans, the fans.
Yes, I have.
At your show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have to allow alcohol in there.
It's only happened a couple times.
Sorry. Yeah. Well, ours is the same. Be like, you do whatever you want. It's
Yeah.
if you want, yeah.
I drank at your show in
Yeah,
Louisville.
see, pray for him.
What? How did you say it?
I said it as Louisville.
Oh, you're from Lexington. I forgot.
Yeah, it's Louisville.
Did I get it right?
Lex.
I got it wrong the first time
It's
for sure.
Louisville.
Louisville.
That's your rival though.
Yeah.
Is he from Lexington?
Yeah, I can't with like Louisville.
What's yeah.
But we actually, when it comes
EA.
to basketball, you know who we really don't like?
Who?
Duke.
Oh, really?
get 'em
Lexington?
all
That's our biggest rival.
Kentucky Duke. Yeah. Because then you lose your coach to them.
Yeah, and then like this was like literally back in the 90s. I wasn't alive, but my mom said that I was born in 2002, so I don't know anything about the 90s.
Sure.
But my mom
Let's just drop that
sorry,
in, dude.
but my mom said that
cool,
their coach stepped on one of our players' faces and never apologized about it. And so like that's we've
That's
hated
the
them
most
since.
Christian mom thing I've ever heard. Say it again. Your mom told you this.
Yes.
You've never looked it up.
No.
You just trust
Should we
her.
look it up?
You don't even know if it happened or not.
No. What's your mom's name?
Well, I believe my mom. I believe everything she
Yeah,
says.
I do too. She's
Her
a sweet
name's
woman.
Lynn.
Lynn, yeah, I believe her. What you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And here's why do we hate that, Mom? Sit down. Here's what happened in the 90s. She talked like that, probably not.
Isn't this
One-
Israel
does.
Palestine?
She's
Isn't
got
that how
such
this
a
happened?
black-
Yeah.
They stepped on our face at one point.
What
and now
happened
we're just
was
mad
they
forever,
stepped
yeah.
on their face, and we've hated them ever since. And we forgive everyone else, but not Duke. Yeah. Not Duke. Yeah, but I thought you hated because my fiance's Arkansas, so we got Coach Cal.
We didn't. Oh, should I say this?
But
We didn't care to lose Coach Cal. Like
that's-
no one cared.
That's how sweet and
So
innocent this
sorry.
woman is. That
But-
is like a hot take.
Of
She's
everything
like,
you've said today.
She probably called. She probably
Well,
called and
I
fired
would
him.
feel so bad if he saw this.
What'd you say?
Said she probably called and fired him.
Yeah,
probably
she
had Maggie
probably-
Get him out
go
of
to his
here.
office and take him
Maggie,
away.
get him out.
Hook.
What happened? You got fired? He goes, hey, I'm not going to say. Some calls were made. Maggie was involved. You put the pieces together. Yeah, no, wait, that's common knowledge.
Yeah.
That they were kind of like done with him at Kentucky.
Yeah. We were
Yeah.
just done. We were ready for something new. So
Yeah. I mean, now you guys are pretty good.
yeah.
And we
Yeah, we're
and
good.
he's invigorated maybe at Arkansas.
Yeah.
Ever's a win-win.
I
You ever
love
been
it.
to that comedy club?
No.
Comedy off Broadway
No.
in Lexington?
No.
Never.
Never.
You ever heard of it?
Yes, but I've never been.
Your mom told you about it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Comedy off Broadway. No, comedy off Broadway. That's what we go there all the time. She said the sinners are in there, John. There's sinners in there.
She
You
would
don't
have
go
gone.
in.
She would have gone if you were there.
Yeah, I was
She
there like
loves
a
you.
couple months ago. Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. it
When
was
are
a
you
good
going to
time.
be in Lexington again? Do you know?
I think we go to the where the Opry House.
Wow, look at them
That's the
dates he's
tour.
got pulled up.
Look at them dates. That's
wow, y'all are
the
touring a lot.
yeah. We be out there.
Buffalo, New York.
Well, we can do a couple in a day. Can you?
A couple in a day?
Yeah, we do like a matinee show.
Oh no, we don't do that.
It's too much on your voice.
Yeah, we can't do that because ours are like 90-minute shows.
Yeah, so is
Oh, I didn't
mine.
even think about that. Wait, let me see where y'all are going next year. Effingham, Illinois.
What's that?
I've been to
Oh
Effingham.
yeah, we're all the same cities.
I know,
Yeah.
we really are.
We should combine
Springfield,
production.
Missouri.
Combine production so we get the same stage.
Yeah, we'll just start touring together, Maggie. Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, John, why do you have these guys in
Yeah,
cowboy hats?
co-headline.
Yeah, that's different.
See, you want to open, we'll co-headline.
Yeah, co-headline. Okay, well, who goes last? No, just kidding. No, just kidding. Well, yeah. Is there any? What was going on in Lexington growing up? Was it pretty strict over there?
Strict?
Yeah, in your house growing up.
Oh, yes and no. I was the youngest of 3.
Yeah.
So I got by with more just because my mom was so exhausted by the time I came along. And she was homeschooling all of us. So she was homeschooling Jacob. Jacob, my brother,
Yeah.
was wild, like climbing trees, shooting squirrels in the backyard.
He's the oldest.
Oldest.
Okay.
Then my sister was
The stylist.
creative, whatever. Both of them like didn't want to do their homework, just like all over the place, like high energy.
Yeah.
And so by the time I came along, my mom was just so tired with like homeschooling and everything. So I definitely got by with more. My sister claims that I was never disciplined.
I say that about my little sisters too.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
so-
I think I vividly remember being disciplined. Like my mom taking my phone away and like putting me in timeout. Like I remember that. But apparently I wasn't. Wait, why are you doing that?
Taking your phone away.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't know anything about the 90s. Yeah, that was your discipline.
I got an iPhone when I was 9.
Oh,
It's so sad. Like I literally wish I could go back and redo that.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
When
awful.
you were 9.
Yeah, my mom had no idea, obviously, like what it did to you back then.
nobody did.
So
Yeah.
I mean, it like ruined.
No,
Like
you
we
said
didn't
that
have
you're
like
pretty good.
childhood after we got iPhones.
No.
Like it was
Yeah.
just like gone. I mean, it was the iPhone 3. So
Why
it
do
was,
you feel like it ruined?
social media? I had an Instagram account when I was 9 years old, and Snapchat and
No,
Facebook
you ruined-
and all
ruined.
of the things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then you just like don't. Instead of like hanging out with your friends, you're like comparing yourself to other girls on Instagram and. Finding out that a little girl didn't invite you to her birthday party and because she left you out on purpose and just those things that you wouldn't know if you didn't
Yeah.
have Instagram and social media.
It was pretty fun for me.
So
Starting out there.
Yeah, you were into it.
You can watch sports whenever you want.
No,
For boys,
Or
it's
for
so
boys,
different.
it's better.
Yeah,
For girls,
it's
it's
different.
unfortunate. Yeah.
There's a lot of this week's episode brought to you by the good people over there at AG1. Now available new flavors, ladies and gentlemen, tropical, berry, and citrus. Obviously, we have the original. Just added the tropical, vibrant, fruity flavor of AG1. Tropical, tastes tropical, like papaya and passion fruit. You also got citrus, tangy flavor of AG1. Citrus tastes like lemon and orange, and berry, the subtly sweet tart flavor of AG1. Berry tastes like blueberry and strawberry. AG1, ladies and gentlemen, the drinkable multivitamin gut health support. One scoop contains your multivitamin pre and probiotics, superfoods, antioxidants in one delicious daily habit. Listen, do this instead of going to Dunkin' Donuts. You're going to be achieving much more. You're going to be like Elon Musk going to Mars. That's not in the copy at all. I just threw that in just for fun. Your daily health drink just got more flavorful. Give the new AG1 flavors a try today. Plus, you drink head to drinkag1.com/netpositive. You also get a free welcome kit worth $76 when you subscribe, including 5 AG1 travel packs, a shaker, canister, and scoop. That Drink AG1. That's drinkag1.com/netpositive to get started. I just feel like the most productive person is Elon Musk.
No, that was a good pull.
Yeah, we're like, I don't know, but I don't know, somebody that's in the Olympics or something like that.
If Elon doesn't drink AG1, I kind of fear for his levels of productivity if he did start drinking AG1.
Oh, that's
what would he
a great way to
accomplish?
say it. We're not saying he does or doesn't.
Right, but if he, goodness.
We're not saying, but we're just saying.
Yeah.
This week's episode we're also brought to you by Poncho, baby. New. Oh man, what do they got over there? Flannels. Oh, this is dialed up for Christmas. This is what Christmas is.
Yes.
Poncho, ladies and gentlemen. Most flannels are bulky or stiff. This one feels light, but still warm. Yeah, it's perfect layer when the temperature drops. I've been living in my poncho. I got about 3 or 4 of them I've been wearing. And you'd be seeing a lot of poncho.
Yeah.
You know how you see other brands, and then I feel like you caught them on the, I'm not going to mention other brands in somebody else's ad, but
Good
you're
decision,
like, this one's done. You're getting in on the start of poncho.
Yeah, this is on the up and up right now.
Yeah, there's
we hit
brands
a
that are
hockey stick.
going straight up. Dude, you got poncho. Oh, everybody's wearing poncho? I was wearing poncho first. Oh, you're going to see everybody in it. You'll be like, I had this at the jump.
No doubt.
Where'd you hear about this? Oh, Net Positive. Go get on the website. I can't describe it. Get on the website. It's unbelievable. You got a lot of unbelievable fitting, what do you call it? Apparel?
Yeah.
Does it lean any kind of, does it have any kind of, kind of Western?
Yeah, a little like Western outdoors.
Again, I'm not going to name their competitors. Western polos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, something that belongs under a Christmas tree.
It's all like it's tough fabric but light fabric.
Yeah.
It has some stretch in it too, so you can move around. You don't feel really like bound up. They also have denim over there too. Like it's a full roster of stuff.
And if you listen to this podcast, you're gonna buy this, and you know what you have to do? Keep it in the bag because you don't have a Christmas tree yet.
That's true.
Because you're not getting one until after Thanksgiving.
That's right.
Then so you gotta keep this in. Where are you gonna keep it? My parents hid something from me one time.
Top shelf closet.
Yeah, I got in there and it was some mesh basketball shorts that were reversible.
Oh yeah,
and
reversible shorts were something, dude.
Yeah, reversible. Remember that? I snuck in and I would wear them. When my parents were gone.
You just wear them like around the house?
Just in their closet.
Like before they came home? You just wear them in the closet?
I like that.
Dude, that's awesome.
I like that.
How old are you? Was this last year?
I was probably like, I was probably 7.
This is last week. This is last weekend.
It's probably 7.
Nice. Sweet.
I snuck in there and just put them on.
Yeah.
And then I just wore them for a little bit, and then I put it back, and my parents, then I opened it. I was
like, these are going to feel sick.
Oh, yeah. That's how you're going to feel in your poncho, ladies and gentlemen. Gear up for fall with Poncho. Every piece is built for comfort, performance, and lasting style. Go to ponchooutdoors.com/netpositive to enter your email for $10 off your first order. That's sweet. Poncho, Poncho, outdoors.com/netpositive for $10 off and free shipping. And when they ask how you heard about them, let them know the boys from Net Positive sent you over. Yeah, I don't feel like all that stuff you didn't like. I was on a tour of Sanford where I went to school last week, and they were like, they built all the dormitories and stuff to like get kids off their phones, because they're like, these kids grew up during COVID, and they were like, if kids are out in the quad, they're like thrilled because they just stay in the rooms and on their phones. They literally have to engineer the campus in a different way to get people to like be among each other.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I know. I was like, oh, we would just go outside in college. We were like, what are the other frat houses doing to sororities? We just go knock on their door.
Yeah.
What's going on in here?
It's so
time.
sad, you
Yeah.
know, what it's done to our generation. But my generation's coming back.
Here we go with this.
No,
Right?
this is we should hear this.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
we're very
Let's go.
critical
Yeah, I'm being like a
of your
boomer.
Are
This
generation.
is the
you
boomer
guys
response.
millennials? Are you a millennial?
I'm a millennial. Yeah.
Are you
I'm
Gen
23.
Z?
I'm saying
Oh, Gen
yeah,
Z.
these guys are absolute.
Actually,
geezers.
your birthday's really
I
close
love
to hers.
Gen Z.
Yeah, I think my
Yeah.
birthday is the day before you. So
February 20th?
Let's go.
I love it.
All right, why are you coming back?
Yeah.
Well, here's what I'm going to say. And this is no offense to millennials at all, because I love millennials. But here we go. Let me tell you.
This is going to be the least controversial take of all time.
I feel like Gen Z, like from my perspective, I grew up watching my brother who was a millennial and his friends and then people older than him. And like, it felt like there was like I think with iPhones and social media and all that came about for you guys, even though you guys were older when you got your first phone and all, like your first iPhone and all that, it just felt like there was like this, like it felt like people weren't talking about faith as much and it was like not as talked about and people weren't expressing themselves as much. I also remember coming up in this kind of like coming out of this era of like not being able to talk about your emotions and feelings, not like counseling was not a thing. And then our generation came and we were like, no, let's talk about things. Like, let's get to the root of the issue. Counseling, you know, we love and believe in.
Yep.
We talk about our faith like we never have before, like any generation ever has before. We're like bold in what we believe in. We don't back down on our opinions. And not all millennials don't do those things. I'm just saying there's like a portion of that we felt like we grew up watching the older part of millennials like not expressing themselves, you know, or like not being bold in something they believed in. My generation is like, whether it's good or bad, we're just bold in the things that we believe in. But then the faith thing in the last, I'm sure you've seen this, in the last like few months, the Bible sales are like skyrocketing in my generation. Church attendance is up 60% and it's all Gen Z. People are giving lives to Christ left and right. The alcohol thing is also another thing.
Mm-hmm.
People are more sober and like saying no to drinking than ever before.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with anything you just said.
Crazy.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had our generation grew up as the technology evolved. It was already there when you guys showed up.
Yeah.
And so you guys have had it from, I mean, you at 9 is nuts. You've
Yeah,
had
I
it
know.
from such a young age. So it's like, even though you had struggles early on, you were able to figure that stuff out way quicker than we were able to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 33. I didn't get my first phone until I was 12.
Yeah.
And even then, like it was a flip phone that didn't do anything.
Yeah.
You know? So like
Yeah.
first smartphone was like 16.
Yeah.
Such a difference.
Yeah.
But we like, if someone says something mean about like our parents in the on Facebook, they just come undone. I feel like I have grown up with it. You even more that you go, yeah, it's just kind of part of.
Oh, for sure.
Somebody said something mean about me this morning. I go, oh yeah,
Yeah,
like it
whatever.
didn't. Like,
Yeah.
it just goes
Yeah.
and then that's how like if I kind of have the skill at that, and then if also you go, hey, I've seen some of the stuff. You're like, hey, I don't really care what y'all said. This is how I feel.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna live with it.
Yeah.
Versus, you go, yeah, that I'm allowed to say that, and I built this platform. I should be allowed to say what I want to say about what, and I can also own that. Versus generations before, maybe there's like a PR team, and it was very like, does that make
Yeah.
sense? It was very like they didn't know like kind of how the internet
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
And I think maybe previous generations just weren't as open about things.
Yeah.
And then it caused like, especially in religion, I think it caused this like divide of like people feeling like they couldn't come into the church because they weren't good enough or they weren't worthy. And like, even just the way that I grew up dressing in church, like, I don't know if you grew up like, what church did you grow up going to?
Like Pentecostal.
Oh, okay. So I grew up.
Oh, okay. With
No, I'm just meaning the outfits are different.
all right. Got it. Yeah, sure.
So my church
You're
was
right.
like suits and like the nicest dresses you could
Okay,
pop.
gotcha. Yep.
And like it was like if you didn't have your hair perfectly done, you couldn't go to church.
Yeah.
So I feel like that turned off my generation and we were like, wait, why can't we just come as we are? Like,
Right.
why is this such a big deal?
Right.
If Jesus says we can come as we are, then like let's come to church the way we want to be dressed and like let's bring our struggles and like let's openly talk about them. I think my generation has done a good job about that. There's a line to it, obviously, but I think they've done a good job at that and just being themselves.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Hard agree.
Where you go, I feel like obviously a lot you go, well, this we've talked about this on our pod a ton of this pastor has a private jet or I think your generation even better. It's like, there's imperfect people in here, but I feel like, again, you do these shows and your message, and even if you're on tour with Morgan, or Simon Morgan is a believer as well. But if somebody's in that crowd and you're going, I got something to say. I got something I got a message that you need to hear.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm young, but you go, this is the convictions that I live by. And I feel like everybody's like, yeah, good for her.
Yeah.
You feel that?
For sure. I mean, I think that, in those crowds and stuff, like I think they respect someone just saying what they believe in.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I think that's where we're at in my generation is we just have a respect for each other. It's like, if you believe that, great. I believe this. Like, let's
but
respect
you
each
should be
other,
allowed to say.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And that's what kind of like to have that level of either, what do you call it, maturity, or like, I can stand on this.
Yeah.
Where I don't feel like generations before, you're like, I can own that.
Yeah.
And whatever you post, good, positive or negative, whatever comes from it, you're like, I understand the internet, and I'm an adult enough to be able to wear that.
Yeah. That's true. That's a great point.
I feel like at the end of the day, I feel like your generation maybe, especially anyone younger, is like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like on Earth.
I know. No,
I feel like everybody's like, they need answers.
Yeah.
About what, or like, you go, especially if the country is not set up in a way where generations before that you could work hard, you could get a house, you could go to college, you could make a better life for yourself. If that's not as available for your generation, like, what? Tell me why I should go to work.
Yeah.
And if I'm never gonna get ahead, or I'm never gonna have hope for, everybody's like, what? Nobody asked those questions before. I don't feel like.
Yeah. No.
Not out loud.
Not out loud. That's a better way to say it.
It was to yourself in your head or behind closed doors in small groups. Like, it was never like let me get online and pop off and say, hey, what is the deal with this? Something's wrong here. What's going on?
I feel like everybody on TikTok is doing that.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure. You put it like the way you said it, it's so good, because I honestly feel like Gen Z just wants answers, and like we're just seeking truth. And so even with Charlie Kirk's passing, like, politics aside, that whole situation was such an inspiration for my generation, because it was like watching someone like him being a millennial and being bold in what he believed in, whether or not people believe in what he was saying or not.
Yep.
Watching someone like that just stand and like, this is what I'm doing. I'm not going to be mean to you. I'm not going to talk down to people. He didn't talk down to people that didn't agree with him. He was very cordial. And I think that like someone like that is such a good inspiration for us of how we need to be, whether or not you believe in what he said or not. Like, just that, speak what you believe, don't apologize for what you believe in, and stand firm in it and bold in it. And I think that inspires others to do the same. And
then when we all heard the news, you were like, wait, what? He got shot? I think that was just like, I feel like we talked about it a ton on the podcast at the time. We were like, why are we all feeling so heavy about this?
Oh my gosh.
It was just
such
like
a dark time.
And I mean, dude, me and Lydia cried about it. And you're like, I don't even know why I'm crying about
our role models growing. I'm just thinking about how you're talking about people who are like speaking from their perspective and everything, like Charlie did. It's like our role models growing up, we didn't have access the same way that your generation's role models do, because today's role models show you the behind the scenes, because they can jump on their Instagram story and be like, here's what's going on. So like, you could make the argument we never knew who our role models were, or like who those icons were growing up.
Yeah,
you do. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's why now all of a sudden it's so much more impactful when somebody like Charlie passes, because we feel like we lost a friend.
Totally.
It's a great way to say
we knew
that.
him.
Yeah.
You know? And just, all that he shared and about faith too. And I just felt like we knew him very well. And I had so much respect for him. So it's just such a sad loss
Yeah, well,
that will forever shift. I think
the
my
people,
generation.
everybody's changed.
Yeah.
Like to your point, if we like for my age, like a Sandra Bullock or like George Clooney, you're like, we don't know them. We know, or Tom Cruise, you know of the characters that he plays.
Yes,
but you
don't
like
know the person.
maybe once a year he'd do like a sit down. But you don't.
And even that scripted questions with scripted
Yeah.
answers.
He's never coming on a pod.
No.
That generation. You don't like me. I feel like, or like Morgan, or you. They were like, we know Anne.
Yeah.
Which is like that's like most of the comics that are big now are like we know them.
Yeah.
Because you see them obviously do stand up, you see their clips, but then they're every week they're talking. So whatever happens, we are all the commentary of it. We all it wasn't like that before.
Yeah.
So we don't. I have no idea if I like Sandra Bullock in real life.
Right.
I have no idea. I don't know her.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nobody knows her.
Yeah. No, that's such a good point. I didn't even think about like we've just always known people because we have social media and we get to know the behind the scenes.
And you know their family, and you know that they have kids, and you know that unfortunately this person's going through a divorce, and it's all well. And that's I would to generations ahead of me. You're like, hey, and I wish I would have known this when I was younger. That's all part of it.
Yeah.
Like your divorce is just going to be unfortunately on the internet.
Yeah.
So and also. There's so much on the internet that nobody cares also. Or like it's not.
No, for sure.
I can't imagine if my Facebook group finds out that you're like, they don't really.
It'll last for like a minute.
Yeah,
and then something else will happen
yeah.
and it's like on to the next thing.
And then, because I think with Charlie, when we did all the, I go, well, I should be allowed to say how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I should be allowed to talk about it. But we've all built these platforms and people do follow us. And I feel like I'm 41 now, but if I was people were following me at 23, I would not be, I was definitely not firing anyone from my tours at 23. I'll tell you that. But do you feel confident in your point of view and your perspective in life?
Well, I will say my mom like grew up just raising me and my siblings to just be very bold about what we believed in. And so even since I was a little kid, I remember like talking to kids in high school about politics even before I could vote. And like sharing my like I'm not joking. I got into fights about it.
Really?
But yeah. Oh yeah. Just like why do you believe that? You know, or why do you like
Before you could vote.
But literally 15 years old.
Shout out the Wilson house.
Yeah. So whenever I started in this career, I mean, obviously I knew like, okay, when you're like a public figure in Christian music, you're not supposed to say anything about certain events, you know, because you're a role model, whatever. And I remember
that's the way it was before.
Yes.
It was also don't mess up the business.
Yeah.
That was the
for
real.
sure.
Yeah,
like if you post this, you could be losing this or whatever. Yeah. So, I mean, that was like when I started 4.5 years ago with my first song, My Jesus, like that's still the time we were in. You just don't say, artists didn't speak about anything going on in the world that was big, that was that would have any type of like weird thing to it.
Why do you think it was? Because if there's any nuance to it, everybody would stay out of it because they didn't want to, what do you think? Hurt their money?
Or lose their career or it affect it.
Yeah.
I'm not that way. And so I came into this being like, okay, I'm going to just say what I want to say. And I literally don't care. Like I care what happens, but I'm making this decision knowing this could affect my following or it could affect my career. Yep. I'm going to pray about it. And then I'm still going to, if I still feel like I'm supposed to do it, I'm going to do it. Yeah. So like last fall, I took a stand for Trump, not because I loved everything he was doing or believed in everything he was saying or even condoned the person he is, but because I felt like no one was speaking in my generation for Trump. No one was speaking about the things that he was standing for and how those support Christian values. And I posted. And I knew, like my management, we talked about it, label, like if you post this, you know, this is a risk. But I did it anyway.
He said, y'all can't fire me.
Yeah, exactly. Like at the end of the day, it's my name in my life. And so we posted it and it ended up making a huge splash in like lost followers, but gained 3 times the amount. And people being like, wow, I can't believe, you know, standing up for this. Any post I ever do like politically gets more views and likes than anything else I do.
Yeah, it's pretty.
which is so interesting. And I
yeah.
think it's because there's very few people in my generation speaking up about it. So with the Charlie thing too, I was just very bold in believing. And, you know, the comments were like brutal.
Yeah,
It's
ours
so
too.
mean.
Yeah.
But it's like, I just, again, like I felt like I needed to speak up. And anytime I do, I pray about it first and I seek counsel. And then if I still feel good about it, I'll do it. And, you know.
What would you say to people like, because we obviously, I feel like on the podcast, there's a lot more like context where I can say, we talk about it for an hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
We talk, and then I go, obviously put the podcast out, I was proud, but then I go, we go, what about clips? And I go, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So because the conversation we had, which is it's a bigger conversation, not necessarily about Charlie Kirk, but about everything, is somebody goes, I'm going to speak about it. But then I also didn't collab with those reels on my personal page. But so my question would be, you're willing to go this far. Somebody else is going to go this far. Somebody else is not going to go as far as you. Does everybody get to decide for their own maybe career or family, or like if somebody is like got to get the vaccine or something and you're like, well, if I don't get the vaccine, I'm going to get fired and I have 6 kids and everybody, you're like, I don't know. Does that make sense? Everybody's scenario is different. Some
Everyone's
people really
scenarios
wanted
are
to
different.
speak up.
Yeah.
Some people were like, I'm not as close to that scenario. And then there's also wars happening abroad that you're like,
It's a lot.
I don't have to say everything about everything, but if you are convicted about something, you should be allowed to speak.
Exactly.
But also, if somebody doesn't want to speak, it's not like you, because I feel like a lot of conservatives sometimes are like, John, why aren't you more? Does that make sense?
Like, why aren't you speaking on these?
I'm like, I don't even know about that thing.
Yeah.
But then sometimes, but I do speak on things when I feel like everybody
when
that has a platform.
It hits you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're not God. We're not like the end all be all. So
you are on
we're
your
going to
tour,
say things.
But you are with your employees in your band. But,
You heard it here first. Ann Wilson says, I am God on my tour. Yeah, there it is. That's the headline.
So
clip it.
I know what you're saying. No, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you should be allowed, if you by the way, if you have one follower, that is a platform.
Yeah.
You should be allowed to say whatever you want and endure the risks or enjoy the rewards.
Yeah.
And no matter what happens, I go, well, I believe that. So
how do you decide, Ann?
Yeah.
Like, what's your like filter process of like what makes it to platforms?
For
you wanna speak
me,
about?
I feel like just being a Christian comes with a responsibility. When you say that you believe in the Lord and you have a relationship with God, I think that biblically has a responsibility. We're supposed to go out and share the gospel. We're supposed to stand for truth. We're supposed to stand for what Jesus stood for. And I think in a culture like today, when there's social media and all the opinions, like I don't think you have to go post things. You don't have to go be loud on social media if you don't have a platform. Or if you do, like you can, like you said, if something convicts you and you're like, oh, I feel like God's wanting me to do this, then do it. Yep. But I think you can also just be bold in like your day-to-day life, you know, and go out and try to like share the gospel with people and love on people and be the hands and feet of Jesus to people. But for me personally, I feel like it's honestly more than it is Ann Wilson, the artist. It's Ann Wilson, the person, of feeling convicted of like, God, I feel like the Lord would want me to speak about this, you know, or like this person stood for Jesus so boldly, biblically in every way that he could have. And I'm going to say something about this because I'm going to honor this person that so heavily like led people to Jesus. So I feel like it depends on the situation. Like you said, I don't talk about everything, you know. Some things, honestly, I don't know anything about.
And people get mad at you for that too.
Oh,
probably.
yeah, for sure.
How come you didn't?
Yeah, you know, or like everything like with the girl that was stabbed, you know, right before Charlie. Like I didn't post about that. Because honestly, I didn't even know about that until a few days after. And I'm not on social media. I don't have any apps on my phone. My team does it all for me. And I don't like have news on my phone because I just try and stay away from it.
I'm pretty sure somebody said, I would love to come on your podcast. Somebody was speaking on your behalf.
Well,
she's laughing. Somebody was saying I speak for dishes that I will talk to Ann about
all
this.
those messages that get sent.
I'm just joking. I think that, I go, hey, we should come by the pot. Yeah, with somebody else. I was talking to somebody else the whole time. No, you're right, though. You're right, though.
But like, I think it just depends on the situation.
Well, somebody said that, like, they were like, what all these other things happen. That's all these other things happen in the world. That's like saying your grandma died. You're like, well, there's 300 grandmas died.
Yeah.
Well, how come you didn't talk about them?
Yeah.
You're like, well, that's not my grandma. What you mean? This
Exactly.
this is the, if you were truly talking about politics and persuading people on politics before you were of voting age, you're like, this is who I am.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean I can't talk? Yeah. But
Yeah.
I feel like in some ways they go, the quote promises, and this would apply to everybody, the promises of not speaking don't outweigh it anymore. They're like, if you if you keep quiet, we are gonna make you famous. We're gonna put you in Hollywood. You're like, well, you're like, the benefits that what you're holding out, because everybody's promising, if you stay this, we can make you this, and you're like, well,
I don't want that.
it doesn't. Well, you're like, well,
Yeah.
see, if you go, I sell 30 less tickets in Wichita, you go, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Or
for
like,
sure.
even if you're like, if they were like, hey, John, you don't tour anymore, I go, I don't know. It would be, I'd like to do it, but it's not, like, what's the fear?
Yeah.
At the end of the day of not saying, and this applies to everybody, by the way.
Yeah.
Don't say anything. Why?
Yeah. I think it's so much to do with your reputation. I think a lot of people tie their identity to that.
Yep.
And so many people tie their identity to what people think about them. And so I think honestly, at the end of the day, it's fear.
Yep.
But I do think when it comes to people like us that have a platform, especially if it's under the name of God, like I am a Christian artist or whatever it is, I think it's not wanting to taint their reputation or their following or to have some type of loss. But again, not everyone is passionate about these things. So that's where it comes back to, like, at the end of the day, my platform is to lead people to Jesus. Like that's what it's always been. I write songs that I pray glorify God, bring honor to him. Everything I do, I want it to point back to Jesus. Then there's things I'll speak about every now and then, like the Charlie's passing or Trump last year, where I just feel personally convicted to post that. And then everything else, it's all about my music. It's the books I'm writing. It's the devotionals I'm putting out. It's those types of things is what I'm talking about on my social media. And then it's those things every now and then that I feel convicted about or that happen in the world that I'm like, I want to share this. Yeah. And I think some artists don't feel maybe inclined to share, or if they're scared, and that's something they have to get past. But
to your point, you've been doing, if there's an artist that's in his 50s right now, that he goes, I will have to totally relearn how I engage with the public or the family to say, you're like, my Instagram is the tour dates. Mm-hmm. If they said, hey, I want us to take a moment, we would all be like, what?
Yeah.
They never do. They didn't.
Yeah.
We've me, for the most part, I feel like I've become more bold probably in the past, since I've had this podcast 3, 4, 5 years, to say what I want to say. And if I did, everybody like, yeah, we know John, certainly you.
Yeah.
They'd be like, yeah, she's been doing this the whole time.
Yeah.
And also I think there's things every week in here that people send us clips, talk about this. And I go, I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't want to add anything to that conversation.
Yeah.
And I think we someone that does speak, it also gives value to your silence.
Yeah.
Because you go, she does speak when she feels like they need to. She's not saying anything about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Versus someone that's just like, I stay out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think biblically that's
I stay out of it at all times. Yeah.
I think especially when it comes to big things that are affecting our day-to-day life and culture and in just the country we live in. I think that if you, as a Christian, again, when you call yourself that and you believe that and you read the Bible, Jesus calls you to things and he calls you to step out and to be bold and to share the gospel. So I think that not taking a stand is this whole I'm not going to get involved. I don't want to offend anyone. That's not biblical. So that's where it's fired me up to just be even more bold about the things that I believe in, because it just feels like so few are, especially in the Christian industry. There were 2 or 3 artists that posted about Charlie's passing in the beginning, and then all the pushback and the hate. Why aren't you posting? And then they start posting, or even just in just in other things like the election or different big things that have happened, just silence, And so it's just interesting to me. I think people just want to stay out of it, but I don't think that that's, in some ways, that's fine to stay out of things. But when it comes to the big things that are shaping our culture, your future children's lives, your grandchildren's, the generations, I think you should speak out if you're a Christian.
This week's episode brought to you by the good folks over at Miracle Made. They don't have a slogan, but I just created a jingle for them. Weather is cooling down, and your nighttime bedroom temperature has a huge impact on your sleep quality. It is getting cold. If you wake up too hot or too cold, I highly recommend you check out Miracle Made's bed sheets. Miracle Made sheets are inspired by NASA and use silver-infused fabrics that are temperature regulating so you can get sleep at the perfect temperature all night long. Temperature regulating properties for better quality sleep. These sheets I wake up on every morning. They're self-cleaning, not all the way. Still do have to wash them, but they're cleaner than other sheets. I'll say that. Comfort and quality designed for your skin. Stop sleeping on bacteria that can clog your pores, causing breakouts and acne. Sleep clean, baby, with Miracle. Upgrade your sleep as the weather cools down. Go to trymiracle.com/netpositive to try Miracle Made sheets today. And whether you're buying them for yourself or as a gift for a loved one, order today, and you can save over 40% and use our promo code netpositive at checkout and you get free 3-piece towel set and save an extra 20%. Unbelievable. Miracle's so confident in their product. It's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you're 100% satisfied, get a full refund. Upgrade your sleep, ladies and gentlemen, with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/netpositive and use the code netpositive to claim a free-piece towel set. Dang it, I said I would save over 40%. Again, that's trymiracle.com/netpositive. Treat yourself. Thanks, Miracle, for sponsoring this episode. Yeah, and I think if you are we're speaking to somebody that's a leader of a family, they're like, social media isn't really, I post my sports teams. That's but you should lead your family or your business. If you say, hey, I'm not gonna participate, or it doesn't have to be public on social media.
Sure.
Like, but me and you are in essence leaders in some way in this community. That we're not demanding that of everybody. Start a TikTok and
Totally, not at all.
But to be a leader in your community, or at least
your family,
and stand up for what
church,
you got to stand for something. Yeah. What do you think? Where do you think it all goes? Where do you think it all goes for you?
I mean,
Ann Wilson for city council.
I feel like I don't know. Honestly, Charlie's passing was a huge inspiration for me in that realm of just like really praying about some things in the future of just, I don't know. I just feel so called, like since the beginning of my career, to share the gospel and to go out into the world and share Jesus with people. But I also feel very called to be bold in my faith and being at the heart of my generation. There's so few that are standing up for our generation. I would love to be one of those that does and helps lead this generation back to God and truth and like Christian family values and really honestly everything that Charlie stood for. So we'll see. But ultimately my goal is just to keep writing music and songs that point people to Jesus, and through my story of loss with my brother, just like keep inspiring people and encouraging people through that. So
we did have when was Tomlin in here? Like a month ago?
Oh, I watched that. I love.
Did you see that part about the writing the songs?
Yeah.
Okay. He said
That cracked me up.
I know, didn't it? Okay. He said, if you haven't listened to, he said Chris Tomlin is one of the generational song writers of my lifetime. He says he never in a write, which you can add more depth to it. In a write, he says he'll never say somebody's idea is bad for the creation of a song. Now, we've had a lot of country artists in here. Did they go, hey, abandon this? This is terrible.
Really?
Where do you stand? If we're in a write together, people bring in.
I would never say that someone has a bad idea.
He wouldn't.
No, but I would have.
What happened to standing up for what you believe in? Yeah.
Not convicted.
Yeah, not convicted. Not gonna.
Not in those
pretty
situations.
silent on this
I don't want to hurt people's feelings, because most of the time it's so sweet. But they'll have like an idea, and I'll be like, oh, do you have any others? I don't know.
Anybody writing with you in the future is going to be looking for these keywords. Do you have any others? Oh, okay. So cross that. Okay, yeah.
Wait, so people come in, with Tomlin. I'm guessing is the same.
It might be, but he writes worship.
Yeah.
And so I think it's a different writing process.
Sure.
Like mine's like very country faith based, storytelling songs.
But the ideas are coming from these people to you.
Yeah. Or I'll have a list of titles. They'll have a list of ideas.
They wouldn't say it to you. Do you have anything else, Ann? They wouldn't say that to you.
Oh, of course they would.
They would.
Oh, yeah.
They do?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so do you want to know
okay.
something? I write
Yeah,
with Matthew West all the time.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite people in the world.
Yeah, good buddy of ours.
He wrote every song with me on this last album. And he's amazing. So with me and him and Jeff, we write a lot together.
Okay, that's the
It's
core.
a different environment. Like we're very honest with each other. But he will do this to me. And like if you get him on here, you got to talk about this.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll be like, okay, I have this title. Okay, like, do you have any others? And then I'll like name them, and then I can tell when he likes it because he'll be, oh, I love that, and let's write that, you know.
Yeah.
And same with others. Like I'll be like, oh, I love that idea, let's write that.
Yeah.
And then if the song's just bad, because that's also happens. I mean, all the time, not now, but used to when I was like writing hundreds of songs.
Back when you were young.
When I was young, yeah. People would like the song would just be like, oh gosh, this is just not it, you know? And you just bite your tongue until the end of it. And then you just know the second you walk out the door, I'm never
plays the
cutting
whole
this
song? Like
you
3
write,
minutes?
You write the full song. It's a 4 to 5 hour to 6 hour write.
No, but what about, a song is 3 minutes. They play the song for you?
No, I'm meaning like.
After it's done.
After you write the
Okay,
song,
yeah,
you'll
yeah.
just know in your gut, like, this is never going to go anywhere. And then you just leave and you just.
Yeah,
put it
see,
in the
comedy's not like that.
Yeah, how does joke crafting work for
I
you
just
like
write
that?
something down in my phone.
Yeah.
And then on Monday night, I go to new material night and just do it. And then they decide. I guess the crowd does the same thing. They go, no.
Oh.
I go, hey,
That
do you
sounds
ever
amazing.
feel like? And they go, no. I go, okay, never saying that out loud again. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just crowdsourcing the feedback. She's just getting it from two people
From
in the
two
same room
people,
who are
yeah.
like, absolutely not. Let's kill this. Yeah.
But if that's like me and you and I come to y'all and
Yeah.
we're like, I got these jokes.
Yeah.
And then, but y'all are a certain gender, you live in a certain city, you're a certain socioeconomic, like you can't be the.
Yeah, you got a lot to think about. See, we
Thank
don't
you.
think about that.
Nobody.
He deserved way more on the Winter Jam
Finally,
tour is what
we're-
you're saying.
Yeah,
For sure.
way more than $1,000 a night.
way
Way more.
That's
Yeah, I can talk to
crazy.
Eddie about this.
Yeah.
Somebody
Come
owes
on,
me
Eddie.
some rebates. Yeah, so you're gonna just go. I mean, do we have one this week? Next week? When's the next
right?
Yeah.
Well, I just put out my album, so I'm not writing for the next few months.
Clap for that
Hey,
too. By
shout
the way,
out, no
Come on.
rights, no
Yeah.
rights.
Let's go.
But what if somebody on your team goes, I got one? Because I would never be confident about saying,
Well,
this one's aces because
It's just different because like Matthew is my manager, but he's
Yeah.
also one of my best friends,
yeah.
and we write together. So like he'll call me, and if he calls me with an idea, I know that it's gold.
yeah, because
and I'm
he already
gonna go
knows
write it.
what you're trying to do, where you're
Yeah,
trying
and
to
he's
go,
also
what your perspective
like
is.
has almost 50
Yeah.
number one songs. I mean, he's
Yeah.
Matthew West,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he's very very gifted. Now, if I'm put into a room with like people I've never met before.
Yeah.
That's going to be only in a time when I'm writing for the next record, you know, because what I do is I write and then we do the record and then I'll like take off 6 months from writing, go live my life, go tour so that I can collect experiences and song titles for the next album. That's how I work like as a creative. I don't write all the time.
Can you
Yeah,
truly
okay.
take time off from it, or is it always running in the back
Just
of your
live
brain?
your life.
Like creatively?
No, I take time off from it. I'm
for
not
you.
like a normal creative where I'm constantly like running through song ideas, but I'll go through like a season of life, you know, something happens difficult, like whatever the situation is, God's teaching me something, whatever. And I'll write down ideas as they come. Then the next time we're writing, we'll write for 2 to 3 months, you know, a few times a week. And then
Yeah.
that's
During
where
a
all the
certain
ideas
season.
come out. So
Cool.
But what do you mean go to live your life? You go play pickleball or something?
of course, play pickleball, tour.
They're like, I'm gonna go. No, it's but
You know what I
when you're
mean?
not touring,
oh, well,
you're like, I need to get back to my regular
I go to
life.
the
What's
beach.
that? Yeah.
I love the beach.
Oh, we did see. We talked about that. There's a lot of look at that fourth one. There's a lot of 30A type outfits on your Instagram. A lot of seaside
Type outfit.
Like a 30.
What does
no,
that mean?
With it literally says 30A.
Oh,
on
yeah,
it.
for sure.
Relax.
Yeah.
Okay. Really? My sister's my stylist, and I'll talk to her about this. There's a lot of branding, 30A branding.
Yeah.
On
I
your- yeah.
love 30A.
I see Matthew down there.
Love. Yeah, he
Yeah, I've
loves
seen him
30A
down- And
too.
I've seen Tomlin down there.
Everyone goes there.
Yeah, he does down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you're
Yeah,
talking
no,
about. Live your life.
I love the beach.
Yeah.
Or just being a 23-year-old too. You know, I forget
Not going to
sometimes
Red
to
Door.
just be, not there, but
Nope.
What is that nowadays? What is
for
being
me,
20?
that's
Yeah, who even
honestly
knows?
like having a normal life when I come back home into town, hanging out with my friends, just doing normal 23-year-old things. Like I didn't do that for so long because I was just constantly gone. And then once I got to the point in my career where I could like make my own schedule, it's like, okay, I'm going to like take time. And I've been doing I host a Bible study twice a month. It's like
Nice.
actually
There you go.
so sweet. And it's just like,
Who would want to be in Ann Wilson's Bible study?
Yeah.
Yeah, which Bible study you in? I'm in Ann Wilson's Bible study.
yeah.
Can I come? No.
Yeah. No. Now, did the I'm not gonna say older because they'll be offended by that. Do the women that have gone before you in Christian music, they look out for you?
Yes.
They all do. Mm-hmm. It's like the same with the community of comics. Once you kind of
Yeah.
start going into
Everyone
like
is so sweet. That's coming
They are.
through. Yeah.
Yeah.
So sweet.
once you start going to bigger venues, then people are like, hey, this is what this is. This is how this is. Very,
Yeah.
very helpful. Yeah.
Very helpful.
Yeah, they don't keep anybody out over there, do they?
No.
Not in Christian.
Have you had any moments where it was like big time advice from somebody you looked up to or anything like that?
Lauren Daigle, she's like one of my favorite people, and she told me, this was like 2 or 3 years ago. So we have a like pretty similar journey with how we got into music and just like our quick success stories of like songs, you know, that we had no idea were gonna be big, ended up being big. And so I think she's like 9 or 10 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
So we started basically at the same age, you know, and so she's basically a decade ahead of me. So she's just given me some great advice. But one of the things that she said, this was probably 2.5 years ago, 2 years ago now, was that I'm the only person that can hear what the Holy Spirit is speaking to me, not your manager, not your parents, not your friends. So when you have a gut feeling from the Lord about like saying yes or no to a tour or yes or no to this big career opportunity, you're the only person that can know the answer for that, for what's the Lord is wanting to do through your life. And I think it took the pressure off of me of just like, instead of like always putting the opinions of other people, you know, in this business that we're in, you know, above God's, like I need to put the Lord's opinion above everyone else's. So I might look crazy to someone by saying no to this opportunity, but I feel in my spirit that God does not want me to do that. So I'm not going to because of that. And I'm going to just get over the fact that I'm going to disappoint people or let people down. And just keeping my focus on like, I need to please God over anyone else. So that was really helpful for me. Because as a woman in this industry, young, single, like it can just be so hard to, you know, be bold and just stand and be like, no, I'm not doing this. Because everyone else is gonna be like, well, why not? You're
why not?
at the prime of your career and you're only 23. Like do this before you're married with kids or whatever. And I'm like, well, no, I'm not doing it because I truly don't feel like God wants me to do this. And that's an answer. But I don't think people can always see that or recognize or respect that. So,
and you can run it by, I think, either parents or management or be like, hey, this is what there's a artist yesterday that they was going to film a television thing and they were like wanting to do it overseas because it would save money. He goes, no. He goes, my family's in Nashville and I believe in, and he goes, this is what
wow.
And you go, yeah, to the point of literally this whole podcast, you're like, yeah, dude, thanks for like standing up for something.
Yeah.
And whether even I'm not that passionate about the city of Nashville or maybe infusing creativity, but you're like, every time I feel like this generation is looking for something, we're like, dude, I'm obsessed with basketball or I'm committed to my family or you're like, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
For even if I don't even agree with it.
Yeah.
You're like, thanks for standing, like,
saying something,
Ann Wilson's she's not with that. And I think it is surprising. We joke around at the beginning about people on a bus driver or somebody. You're like, hey, no, it's unacceptable.
Yeah.
Or like we're not out just here for fun.
Yeah.
You just like, sometimes people go that you're looking to people. I think people, that's why it's confusing sometimes. We talked about this before the pod started with these voices in this industry. They're like, we thought you were this and now you're, I don't think even if you disagree with the voice, you go, and I've said the same thing about myself, John, I have been the same since the beginning.
Yeah.
That I love Jesus. I think the local church is our only hope. I'm committed to the cause of Christ. That being said, there's some weird things, funny things that are going on in the community.
Yeah.
I would like to make jokes about that in order for the community to be better, to be healthier, to be everything that God has designed us to be.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, John's been doing this since and it's easy to follow someone like that.
Yeah.
Versus somebody they're like, wait.
Yeah.
I clicked follow on your profile. Now this is confusing from what I was hearing before.
Yeah.
Whatever it
That's a good
is,
point.
by the way. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Can I take us out on a lighter note?
Take us out,
Did you say you're single? You don't have to answer that. What is your generation doing with dating? What is going on?
Yes,
because we see stuff on the online all the time about people not finding each other and how it's brutal out there. You're in it.
Managers concerned about this.
I steered us away.
No,
I thought,
she
Megan,
ain't
no,
concerned.
I thought I
She knows,
kept
I
this.
got this.
All right.
It's pitiful.
Yeah,
I
what's
mean,
going
it's
on?
pitiful.
Guys got to step it up.
Listen, I will say this. No, it's true. It's true.
Yeah, guys need to step it up.
There needs to be a man that leads this generation in like a revival. Guys, it's pitiful. Like, men do not know how to ask a girl out on a date. Like, that's,
I stand by
or
that.
like you'll ask a girl out on a date and then you'll just get ghosted, you know? I mean, it's really bad. Nashville's one of the worst dating scenes in the country.
That's what I hear.
On TikTok.
And I hear that from people
It's
your age
awful.
up to my age.
Yeah.
Who are still just can't figure it out.
Or, you know, another thing is like guys in my generation don't know what they want to do with their life. And so it's like, okay, so do you want to like lead a family or like, no, we're not ready for that yet. You know, like a lot of guys, like literally my generation
you're
are
35.
just exactly
What?
like, come
do you
on,
mean?
let's get with it.
Yeah.
So
Do you
it's
think everybody
tough.
though? Do you think a lot of girls your age share that?
Yeah, none of my friends are married.
No, did they share
Like-
the idea that guys need to do better?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All of
Like
them?
all of my friends, none of them are married because they're just like, and they are like, I think my friends look at it from a very mature perspective of we want to be a wife, we want to be a mom, you know, we want someone who just is going to lead a family. It's like the bare minimums is like what these girls are looking for now. And then it's just like, you can't find that anymore. Like, so I have a solution, but I don't know. I've been doing singles nights.
Ooh, I love
And
that.
Singles night.
it's been amazing.
Yeah.
I've got so many success stories. I've got 10 couples out of these nights.
Where
including
where's
my
it
best
at?
friend. Nashville.
Well, no, what is it? Yeah,
Nice,
how does it
nice.
work?
Well, we don't share public details, but
No, I'm not saying
it's
like what's the
exclusive.
address?
It's
First rule of dating club,
exclusive.
John.
Invite
But-
everybody. Take a seat.
Yeah.
But
Remember that
it's a
Bible
great-
study she said
Yeah.
she does?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
singles club.
Singles night. Singles night. Yeah, we're gonna
Bible study.
I
You got single friends? Send them my way.
we'll send
I
them
will,
over.
I
Yeah, we got
will
plenty of
set them up.
Yeah, we got plenty of them. I do think she's correct in, like, I feel like when I proposed, I was like, this is the direction that I believe I'm going. This is the direction I believe our family is going. And that she did respond in like a, yeah, dude, we've been waiting for you to be this.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That you're like, yeah, did the guys, I think I saw something on the internet like last week that was like 80% of like guys in their 20s have never looked a girl in the eye and asked her out.
No, it's pitiful.
That's crazy.
It's pitiful.
Yeah, but when I went to college, we went to Stanford, I was like, this place is crazy because when I was here, like our fraternity was like, you need a date to the part. And I was like homeschooled. I didn't really, that's what I learned there. And I looked a girl in the eye and asked her out and she said she didn't say no, obviously, but
She said I'm on tour, so maybe after the tour.
yeah. She said, I'm busy. And it was like, that's not the point of this story, but it is, you have to be able to weather that
For sure.
and not be like,
And move
I'm
on
a
to the
loser.
next.
I have no
Exactly.
value.
Yeah.
And then that's a good skill
Yeah.
to learn.
Yeah.
Because now you like, and you go, I
Yeah.
can ask a woman out and not be like, I'm going to go into a depression yeah. Especially if you're like, this is what I feel like, this is what I'm going to do for a living.
For sure.
And guys are just out there.
And also, let me just say, guys, like, just for
Look,
men
hey, look right
watching,
there. Don't look,
guys. Yeah, let 'em know.
yeah,
we
we're married, all
know
of us.
who you follow on Instagram.
Oh, no, dude. All right,
And so,
no,
so
go ahead.
when we get, so like, this is another prime example. Like,
Speak.
some of the best guys, like precious, like you get to know them, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go to who they follow on Instagram, and it's like, oh, like, no, like this would never work.
Yeah.
Like, that's the other thing about social media. You can't hide things. I mean, I don't think guys even realize like how smart women are. Like, we've already gone 10 steps ahead of them. We've already looked who they follow, and it's like we can see what they like on Instagram.
Are we just talking IG models? Is that what we're
Yeah,
talking?
just like
okay.
Oh, I
not
thought we were
the
talking like
standard that we're
Mahomes
going
and-
for.
Yeah.
Sports.
So it's tough.
Yeah.
Not the
Follow Tom
sports,
Brady?
but you can see like what people like, and I don't
Yeah.
think guys even realize like how much of a turnoff that is.
Yeah.
For girls like that are looking for a good godly guy, like on to the next. Like,
Triple
we're not
G.
even going to give you a chance.
Good godly
you know?
guy.
Good God.
So we need a revival. Can you lead it?
I'm into
Lead it, John.
Yeah. I feel like we have a group chat with our buddies that whenever we see something and it says liked by this one guy.
Love it.
And we screenshot it and send it to
Really?
each other.
I love that. Yeah.
I go, does he not know?
I know.
That,
It's so sad.
I don't think people know.
No, I
By the
don't.
way.
I don't think people even
They
realize.
don't, but it
No.
shows up to us because
No,
we're
I know.
friends with them.
I know.
But
And the more time goes on, the more Instagram gets advanced with all those types of things, you know? Like, it'll show me like what everyone likes and it'll just pop up randomly, or this person shared this. Like, it's just like people don't realize, you know, if you're trying to date a girl or you're trying to get to know someone, that's a red flag.
Yep.
So
Yep.
please just don't do that.
TikTok hits you with the notification. So-and-so reposted this. You
Yeah.
can't shut it off.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
in the spirit of fairness, what do we need from the ladies?
That's a great question. I would say, you know, with my friend group, which is really all I can base it off of, my friends are amazing. They're all very ready for marriage and like the sweetest, godliest women, just would be incredible wives and moms. I think women in general in my generation, social media has ruined that. But obviously, I think that girls could do a better job of not putting themselves out there as much, if you know what I mean, and just being like, just thinking in a man's perspective of the decisions they're making. Like, I'm not going to post this just to get a guy's attention. Like that shows guys that I'm desperate for attention. Instead, I'm going to be confident in who I am, and I'm going to just be confident in like the fact that like I'm beautiful in who I am and who God made me to be, and I'm not going to be starved for that attention from a guy. I've talked to guy friends that are married and are like, yeah, when we were dating, like, we could tell when a girl was insecure because of the way she would post herself or the things she would wear to get attention. And those were red flags for us as good guys, because we wanted someone who was secure in who they were in Christ. Now, this is more on like the Christian side of things, you know, which is my only perspective in it. So, yeah, I think girls could do a better job of like just being secure in who they are in Christ. You know, I think that because that also can cause issues in a relationship as insecurity.
Totally.
But yeah, I think that, but I do think, and I'm not saying that it's all the guys' problem. I think it's both guys and girls.
Yeah.
But for the majority, at least in Nashville, it's the lack
Nashville's
of
gotta put it
guys.
together.
So
And I
we
will
need
say,
something to
To
happen.
the opposite perspective of that, I will say that guys and girls can change.
For sure.
Absolutely.
So I feel like someone with a history, maybe that they
Yes.
should not be discounted because
No, not
of
at
things
all.
that they've.
They can change, but it might not be your job to change them.
Amen.
Now preaching,
You know?
yeah.
Can't be a fixer-upper.
There
I've
it
been
is.
that too
Guys
many
and
times.
guys that have can also mature as well.
Yes.
And they-
it just
yeah.
takes them a lot longer. That's the other thing we're seeing.
Yeah, no, that's
it's like
true,
my
yeah.
friends are marrying, like some of my friends who have serious boyfriends are literally dating them like, and they're like 32, 33, and they're like 24
Yeah.
to match the maturity
Unbelievable
level.
dating someone
So,
younger. Can you imagine?
Imagine, dude. Could never.
Could. All right, where can we find you online? What's you got a Christmas tour?
And the album.
Yeah.
And the album.
AnnWilsonOfficial.com's got all the.
And Wilson a Fish. Who is AnnWilson.com?
Ann Wilson. I don't know. That's a great question.
Legendary
That
Ann
domain
Wilson, but she
was
doesn't have
What do
a
we just had this conversation with somebody.
AnnWilson.com was taken, right? Oh, Ann Wilson from Heart.
Who's that?
What?
An actress?
Wait, you don't know who that is?
Ann Wilson. Go to AnnWilson.com. It's somebody else.
Are you talking about this Ann Wilson?
Yeah, from Heart.
She doesn't have
Oh,
an E,
yeah,
though.
yeah.
You have an E.
I get confused with her often.
She got AnnWilson.com. It's a different spelling. She might have
That's
it.
a
I'm sure she has the
question.
redirect,
Yeah.
too. She
No, I
probably
think it
has
was an artist. Remember we talked about this?
Hey.
I can't remember.
Alex, you know what? Somebody on the team is fired because of this now, dude. Yeah.
job, John.
What
Get rid of them.
Who has Ann? We don't have it? We'll
Put 'em
talk
in
to
a
somebody
cowboy hat
about
and
that.
Get rid of them.
Well, we love you. Honor to have you as always. Come back by anytime.
Would love to.
I think
Thanks
this
for having
conversation is
me.
going to help a lot of people.
Awesome.
I mean, yeah, sure, it was a little weird, but on the net, it was a positive. It was a positive. You cannot be serious. On the net, it's a positive.